All right, can you see Infraspace now? You should be able to see the game right now. That should be all you're able to see. There we go. All right, this has been super stressful and just very stressful. All right, I think I can put chat back in. This should not be that bad. Just see the last couple of chats. That way. All right, so let's see if we can get a new seed now. I am extremely late in starting this chat or this stream, and I'm very upset by it. So we want transport to be easy. I wish they would give us like a way to control the seed. Well, I don't know. Whatever we get, that's what we're going to stick with. All right, this isn't too bad. Oh, wow, there's a lot of flatness out here. Which, flatness is good. All right, everybody can see this? Do. Cool. All right. So here in Infraspace, like I said, it's kind of like a start from scratch SimCity. And what we need to do is, what's the first thing we need to do? First thing we need to do is we need to start making resources, right? So the first thing we need to do is we need to build very flat, yes. Okay, so the overlay is working. So I can just turn my phone off. Excellent. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to make concrete. Concrete takes, it won't let that thing. Basically, concrete takes sand and it takes sulfur. So we got, let me try to pick something out of the way. Here we go. Let's zoom into this. A lot of sulfur here. So let's see, I can turn these around, right? Yeah, there we go. So we'll put some sulfur in here. You can't, as you can see, you see the little hitbox at the bottom, a little square. You can't actually bump that into anything else. So we are going to try to be as spacious as we can with these. Put this in a little bit. And in order for these to do right, I guess, in order for these to be their most efficient, they need to, I'm trying to keep them as close as they can in as much of a circle as they can be. So what that'll do is that'll maximize our ability to mine the sulfur. I don't actually know if the veins run out. I don't think they do. I think the like the indicator, which you see here, I think this just tells you where the resources are and isn't indicative of how much resources there are. All right, so that's about as many as we can get. So let's take our road. The only road we have access to right now is gravel. So I am going to, once again, the roads have hitboxes just like the buildings. So I'm going to do that and that. Oh, I should have put it on that corner. I think I can still do this. That. Yeah, that'll work. That. Again, trying to be as circular as I can with respect to where this road is going. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's come up here. Let's see, can I can move it, right? Yeah, pivot that a little bit. All right, back to road making. Right there, and there, and there, and then I'll still have to move this a little bit. Nope, doesn't want to work. So let's, pardon me, let's delete it. So we'll turn that into 2 segments. There. So now that we've got these connected by transportation, we are going to need power. And because we're environmentally friendly, we're going to put a wind turbine right in the middle. And then you can't connect the turbine directly into anything, so when you do put something down, you have to connect it with a power pole or a substation. So we're going to find the least ugly place for this to go. I'll turn it a little bit because, yep, that's what I was worried about. Because the tiny little hitbox here is actually interfering with the wind turbine. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. So now if you click on this, you can see that all of these are making making sulfur. So now that we've got that, we're actually going to do a cheeky little thing here. We're going to start a sand mine over here. A sand mine doesn't really need to be anything special, like the whole world is sand. So we'll just, and we need more sulfur than we need sand. So if we've got, how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-ish. So we'll make 7 of these. 2 more. And boom. So just like before, we need road. Since I put them all in a line, we should be able to get it in one stretch. Excellent. And then we also need for these guys to be powered, so let's give them their own wind turbine. Trying to keep these circles from overlapping because it decreases their efficiency if they do. All right. And then from there, we need to provide power for everybody. Boom. There we go. Now everybody's producing power. All right, so they're not producing at the most efficient rate, but there are ways to increase that. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to put these right here. These are concrete factories. And what we want to do with these is we want to tie them into the ingredients. So we want all of these to be in the vicinity of the concrete. And then we will take our gravel road here and we will tie it in there. Ooh, that's ugly. What is that? That's not the greatest thing in the world. That's a weird little stutter. All right, let's just get rid of this piece of road and then see if we can tie it up the other way. Why is it doing this? Is there a way to tie this in better? Let's just get rid of that road altogether. And then we will take this road. And that's better. That way all of that can be getting made. Pardon me. So now what I want to do is make one of these. This is like storage for things that you make. So it's pretty big, as you can see. I'm not going to put it in yet because I need to stretch out the road a little bit. So we're going to stretch the road out to about here. And then we will, don't know. There we go. 2 of those. And then that way, let's come over here. You see all these trucks are storing stuff. So right now we've got concrete stored and we've got steel stored. I think that's true for both of these. Yeah, so concrete and steel. And that's because down here, that's the resources we have available is concrete and steel. So I actually want these 2 things to specialize. I think, can I do something with that? I want to say, there we go, districts. I want these 2, let's use the district painting tool. That's too big. All right, I want these 2 to be their own district. And I want that district to store sulfur, sand, and well, I can't do all 3. Okay, never mind. Ooh. Can I undo that? Whoops. Right click to erase. So we'll erase that one. Keep this one. So I want this one to store sand. I want this one to store sulfur. And we'll drag this road out a little bit. Why is that doing that? Nope. Ugh. Did not mean to do that. All right, let's try this again. All right, this turbine is way bad in the way. All right, close enough. All right, so let's stretch the road out. And let's go back to our districts. Let's start all over. So I want that right there. Focus on concrete. I want this one right here to focus on sulfur. And I want this one right here to focus on sand. And that's that. All right, so it appears that these things do not have enough coming from the sand mines because the mines are running extremely slow. Why are the sand mines running that slow? Because there aren't enough workers. Okay, that can be remedied. So let's come over here. I'm trying to find kind of an out-of-the-way place of many resources. Do. There's really not a good place, so we'll pick just kind of this area right here. I'm trying to do some future proofing while I do this, but it's not working out great. So first thing we want to do is construct a basic habitat. Let's do this. I want to get a grid system going here. So we'll start off with that. All right. And then we'll construct ourselves some basic habitats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, it does not want to do that because of the road. And then 5, and we'll stop at 6. Now these guys also need power. So let's put our wind turbine in there. All these guys will get power as soon as I put in a power line. So we'll put one in over here, one in over here. Now all these guys have power. So the next thing you'll see they need is O2. Because the atmosphere is not oxygen rich. And we should probably fix that. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will give us the oxygen we need. And now what we really need, is people. So we come under the More tab. Let's put in a spaceport. Spaceports are how we get people. And how I want to do this is we're going to rotate that. We're going to back this thing all the way as far back as we can. And I don't have enough concrete. I need more concrete. Not enough workers. Let's see what we can do about not enough workers. All right, let's do produce less sulfur for now. And produce, I think overall, if we produce less concrete, we'll produce more concrete. So even right there, if we don't put anybody in concrete, we're still making 52 concrete. I'll put, yeah. We'll still bring sulfur down a little bit. That'll put this in the white. So now you see the sand mine is working at 67% efficiency. And we have 177 concrete, which means we can put in our spaceport. Spaceport's only 150. So we'll, like I said, we'll back this thing up all the way. We take our road. And boom. We are connected. So get rid of that. Go away. Here comes our first space plane. What are they called? Rockets. I work for space. I know what this is. So what happens is the space shuttle lands, and then eventually, with enough patience, let's see, is the problem? Okay, so it's not a problem. So yeah, these little pink trucks come out, and these pink trucks carry people. And once there are habitats for the people to live in, they will move in. Doot. Doot. So every time a pink truck comes in and fills up a habitat, we get one more worker. So we want to take care of our habitats. And yep, in order to upgrade our habitat, we need to build survival food. Survival food will be very important. Let's see, where is the survival? So we need to unlock farms. I think we do that in here. Yep, farming. I have to research it. And to do so, I need some science. So science, we'll bring science out here. So the way we research science is we have a research lab, and then we have some science labs with which we do research. There we go. So all of these trucks are carrying carbon. All right, and once again, power. I'm actually just going to hook it up to this network here, because this wind turbine is producing more than enough. So this right here says we need iron. We are not producing any iron right now, so here's some iron. What we can do is we can take iron, let's see, right here. Take our iron mine. We're actually just going to keep it here. This is where we'll put the iron. Get enough of these to really make a difference. Actually, I'll put that last one right there. All right, so once again, power. Can I not put it up on a ridge? I was about to say, I knew I could put it up on a ridge. This will be a little bit of future proofing, where I can put one right here. I can put one right here. That way they can get started. Then we'll take our road. And then we'll bring this road all the way down. All the way down. I say we'll bring it all the way down. We'll make a couple pit stops. There we go. And that way, you see all these trucks now? They're going to bring all that iron and put it into these little science factories right here. All right. So while we're waiting on that to finish, let me kind of give you a brief rundown of what everything is. So this is, these are our resources here. Major ones being concrete and steel. That's how we build our buildings. This is how much power we're generating. Currently our demand is 49, but we're producing 80. So we're vastly outpacing our demand right now. In fact, we're doing so well, I think I'm actually going to put 2 more sciences over here. So again, 51, we're outpacing it by 80. Pardon me. This orange number here, that's how many people we have. This little factory looking thing, that's how many jobs we have. So we definitely want to grow our habitats, get more people here so that everything is working at peak efficiency. So I'm going to try to mitigate just how much we are how many buildings with jobs we're building. We'll need a few to upgrade our habitats. But that being said, so like habitats don't require jobs. So what I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to bring this road out here. That's not what I wanted to do, actually. Let's pull that back. Because what I really want to do is I really want to back up a habitat to here. And I think that will automatically adjust when I put a road in front of it. And if it doesn't, then I'll just boop. 3, 5, and 6. So now all the oxygen factories are going to send oxygen to these habitats. And our spaceport can land more people. In fact, I'm going to build, because we've got so much concrete going already, I'm going to build another spaceport. It is technically a job requiring building, but it brings people. So I think it's worth the... actually going to put it across the street from the other one. I think it's worth the investment because, again, we're bringing people, trying to build a better life for folks. How we doing on research? Hey, we unlocked farming. So now that we've done that, let's go to, you know what? Let's do this. So the simple farm is right here, right? This is what makes food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build these simple farms here. It'll be like a nice little community grocery store. And so this entire side will be food. Again, I know I'm adding more jobs, but you see we're also adding population. So once these start getting a lot of survival food in them, they do contribute. So we'll add this to the network. There we go. I need you tied in here somehow. There we go. That last farm can now be producing. Not enough power in network 3, so we need to add a turbine here. Which, that's fine. We can do that. What we'll do is we'll just put it out here. And eventually when I research solar panels, not to spoil everything, but once I research solar panels, these are going to go away anyway. Alright, so now we're producing enough for. So as you can see, more people are coming thanks to the spaceport. They are moving in, so we'll be able to start upping production on some of these things. In fact, what would happen if I did this? Anything bad happen? No. And it looks like these 6 oxygen factories are enough to sustain all 12 of these. I don't know as much about this game as I probably should. So I don't know what the upper limits on like the support system, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the upper limits on. Yay, I finished the tutorial. Didn't really realize I was playing a tutorial, but there you go. So I don't know what the upper limits on sustainability is. Kind of the name of the game is the game is really good about letting you know. So things like concrete roads, that'll be a good one to have. So these little science icons you can see here is the science you need to fully research whatever you pick. All of these here require the green one. Solar panels is our next step for production, and that also needs the green. So we're going to actually have to do this before we do anything else. So we're going to research electronics. This technology unlocks the copper mine in the electronics factory. So while that research is happening, these guys will be the ones to do it. And I'm going to set up a little infrastructure here already. I'm going to try to do this. Boom. And boom. And boom. And boom. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to set up like a little science corner. So once we unlock the green science, I don't like the way that's lined up. There we go. Once we unlock the green science, I'm going to put some green science facilities here. And that way, we will have everything we need. People are moving in. Look, these two have already upgraded. So these trucks right here, they're bringing survival food, which they're getting from these farms here. And so, whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted normal. There we go. So as you can see, they do get consumed because you got to remember there are people living here. But once they have enough survival food, they'll go ahead and upgrade into one of these. So the next thing we're going to need is home appliances. I know I don't have enough workers. We're working on it. As a matter of fact, what I would need to do is probably build some more oxygen facilities. Where is that? Here we go. I'm actually going to build 6 more of those. 3, 4, and 6. And the reason is because I'm not dead sure. Not dead sure, again, what the sustainability is for oxygen. planned that out perfectly. But again, the name of the game is, well, the name of the game is Infraspace. But the name of the game is people, right? People are going to drive everything in this game. So the more we can go ahead and have and not worry about producing. I already know I'm going to need that. Boom. Hey, research is completed. All right, let's plant this. Why are you not tethering up? All right, for now, we'll just have to build it here. All right. And that should get us some more people. And we did add a bunch of jobs with that. Probably wasn't the best idea. Why are you not getting any power? I don't like this. It is in a power dead zone. Well, is there a way? Nope, because that's colliding. Spin it around. Let's get in here. We want this to go. Nope. Go away. Bring back the atmosphere. There we go. Well, that's weird. Now it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So anyway, we did succeed in upgrading. We upgraded electronics, so now we want to do green science. And yeah, once we upgrade green science, then we'll do solar panels. But right now we're just trying to maintain. And while we're maintaining, I think I also want to do this. See if we can do a district. I need to extend the road, don't I? Extend the road a little bit more. Ugh, that looks so ugly. Why is it doing that? Because I didn't put the road out straight. That's why. Waggling like a little tail. There we go. There we go. Research completed. Steel production. And then, all right, so let's go back to our districts. I want, wow, that was some quick research. So we're going to do solar panels. That's going to take a second because I haven't actually built the, what you call it. All right, so you, sir, will be storing carbon. You will be storing iron. And you will be storing, do I have survival food on here? Yes, survival food. There we go. District's done. Now let's come to our science division where we have green science. Green science gets bolstered by being in the proximity of blue science. Oop, I do not have enough steel. So I need to start making some steel. Good news is steel is made from carbon and iron. We are producing carbon and iron. So all I really need is another road. So we'll make this road. Actually, I probably can utilize this negative space here. So let's put our steel mill along here. I really want to wait for the jobs, for the population to catch up with the jobs. But I don't think we really have that kind of time. So let's put in some steel mills. I think 2 will be fine. And that way the carbon can come up from here. Look at that, it's still dead zoned. I don't like this. I need to figure that out. What I may do, this is what I'll do actually, is we'll cut this here. And I know it's colliding, but we're gonna fix this. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And then take this little snub road, back it up one. Alright, so now what we'll take this, put one on this side, put one on that side, and then put one right there on the end. Ah! That's not what I meant to do. Why is it wanting to do that? I don't like that. So let's see if that satisfies everything. It's glowing. Yep, it's still going dark. I don't like that. Let's take a different tactic. Let's get that out of here. And we're actually just going to shimmy everything down. And this will solve one of 2 problems. It'll either move it into an already pre-lit network, or it'll open up space down here for me to put a pylon. Yep, it got downgraded because it had no power. I understand it is a temporary measure. Alright, so this way we can do it like this. Tie it in over here. Actually rotate. Is the hitbox perfectly square? But what we can do is we can line up these 2 edges, snuggle this up here. Get this all networked up. Should be fine. All right. So let's grab a pylon from here. Stretch it all the way out. So now those are producing. And I'll decide, I haven't really decided yet. I'll decide sometime later if we want to put a distribution center out there. So the next thing we want to do, because we're getting a decent population. I think since we have, because this was covering 2, right? 2 rows. I think what we can do now is we can do another row of basic habitats. Right? So something like that, but maybe back here. So what we'll do is we'll put this road about, oh, that thing does not want to be straight, does it? Unfortunate. See if we can do it this way. Nope, does not matter which way you slice it. And that's close enough. So let's put some more habitats down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and oop, that's not quite gonna work. Boop. We'll make the road fit. There we go. Perfect. Now see, we've got all these oxygen trucks, food trucks, just a little bit of everything. And now, what we can do actually, because this has opened up an avenue to utilize some of this negative space. That's not the best. It's a little wobbly, but that'll work. Because now what these green sciences are going to need in order to be alive, and I do need to add some more. They're going to need electronic stores, which are these bad boys right here. So I definitely want electronics. This will be Electronics Avenue. And again, electronics, they need copper and iron. We've already got iron being stored here. And truth be told, We can probably start utilizing these 2 mines as well. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and utilize this copper mine as well. And actually, we'll utilize these 2 mines. We don't need to tap into these quite yet. How are these doing? 80% efficiency. Not enough power in network 3. Probably just means we need a new turbine. Or what we could do, since this turbine and this turbine are so close, let's see if we can tap this grid. Almost. Let's put one more turbine out here. Let's rotate it to make sense with the rest of them. And we'll network this one in. There we go. Now we're well above what we need. So these are all working very efficiently. I see no need to really add to their ranks quite yet, but we do need some copper. So we'll grab some copper mines. And again, we want to kind of make these as circular as possible. The game does its best to help, but I don't like its suggestions. Because I'm adding all these copper mines. Should I have waited? Probably. And I mean, we still have that option. We are just doing infrastructure right now. So, I mean, I can come up here, copper, put no one in there. Okay, since we are coming so far, let's do another district move. And I'm actually going to make all 3 of these the same district. And we're going to make this our copper storage. Simply because it has such a long way to go. It just makes sense to me. Okay. So everything is waiting on copper right now. I'm actually still going to build some more science. Oop, I don't have the steel right now. Steel 100% efficiency in that one and in that one. Probably don't need to change that anytime soon. Although, I am curious, can I put a steel factory on this side? Yeah, kind of cover up that rock. It's just not aesthetically pleasing to me. that's collision. Alrighty. So how are we doing with the habitats? Not bad appliances to upgrade even further. Now we should be okay. Actually, all of these are full. I was supposed to say we should be okay with these because they're not all full. But again, it's starting to look like these will be full up soon. So what I'm going to do is I am going to actually make more. Where are they? More of these. Oop, don't need that. And then we'll take the road. That says 90 degrees, but I just don't believe it. I think that's close. Close to being good. Six more basic habitats. We need to tie into the power grid. Oop, why is this showing collision? Well, because it's colliding. All right. Now you guys need a turbine. That into the rest of the network. Now, one thing I do want to do now that we've got all this development is I definitely want to tie this road into this area. Just in case something starts needing these resources down the line. You need some oxygen, sir. All right, how we doing? Actually, and while we're waiting on this, let's go ahead and research. Let's switch our focus to home appliances. Because that's going to be the next step in what these habitats need to upgrade. And, yeah, I want to go ahead and have that. Okay, main thoroughfare. I don't like that. I did mean for these. Yep, I know it's collision, but let's just scoot this out. There we go. That way all the science stays on the science boulevard. Whoa, where is all this coming from? Oh. Does this need... It does need... See? I knew it. What did I say? Just in case. Alright, so home appliances have been researched. I'm actually going to put those right here. I don't know how much these produce. So let's do this. Let's pull this out a little bit. Trying to be a little bit more economical with the pre-existing resources. Try to do this. I don't know if it's colliding with this pylon or if it's colliding with the electronics store behind it. Yep, looks like it's colliding with the electronics store behind it. Boo! So now that it's done that, I don't actually like that. We could make this a home appliances section. And again, just staying within the bounds of pre-existing network. And I get it. Once again, I've done the unspeakable. But I think now it's time for us to connect these up. So once again, we'll put a pylon out here. And I think I'll actually do two. Do one as soon as I get the rest of the concrete I need. Come on, just a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Let's start producing some of that. Let's produce a little bit more concrete. Spin it around. Alrighty. Just trying to make sure all these are hooked up. Oh, that one stretched out pretty far. Alright, and now we just want it to kind of snake around. Oof. Which way am I going with this? I need to go over here. Not enough power in 4. Oh no. Now watch, you're going to see a whole fleet of trucks. Leaving en masse. There they are. Let's go check out network 4. Really? 2 turbines aren't enough? I wonder if the power poles consume electricity. I bet you they do. Probably why. That's fine. We can always make more electricity. Boom. That puts us above the threshold. So now everything is running swimmingly. These should be getting copper here in just a bit. Did I make one of these copper storage? I feel like I did. Yep, that one's copper storage. Okay, just as long as I've got one. In the meantime, I have enough steel to make the rest of my green science. Let's see what else. Everything else requires green science, so let's go ahead and put it on solar panels just because. I do hate how far the copper has to go. Because as you see, this is the first truck. Currently is carrying 4 copper. The good news is how many habitats we have, and I'm probably going to make more just because in my brain you can never have too many habitats. I think the ratio of 2 lines of oxygen supporting 3 lines of habitats is good. So I'm going to continue that trend. So, science. Science! So let's go ahead and pop these suckers in. I know we don't have nearly enough workers. All right. Hook up some road. There we go. Seems like if you put both sides out first, it's much easier to manipulate it the way you want it. 2, 3, 5. I feel like I do need to pop this out a little bit. 6. Not enough power in network 3. We've fallen under the threshold by 2.2. So, more wind. And it doesn't actually matter where the wind comes from, so long as we hook it in. Boom. And then we'll put actually, all these are already being touched. So excellent. I'll still pop one here and here. Can I finagle this? Boom, got it. Why didn't you network? Anyway. And now I want to entertain the possibility that another spaceport or two is required. I'm actually going to park this one across the way. Oh, it's just barely too big. I just don't like how this one is lined up. That's a little bit better. Trying to make that a softer angle. Does not appear to be working. Let's just line this up here. And then we'll just extend it out this way. Because I don't think our limiting factor is habitat right now. I think our limiting factor is accessibility to the planet. Where do these carbon trucks think they're going? I don't know. Oh, we got some upgraded habitats. Oh, it goes from 10 to 12? That's not a whole lot. I don't like this. Trying to be a maverick. I mean, it is good that these habitats are upgrading. So that's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if all of these habitats upgraded and fill up, that's 72 more people. And these aren't even all full yet. So they still have the rest of their up to 10. The good news is once this number catches up with this number, we'll be able to not only put everything back into production. Electronics is taking because our demand is so high. But I'm not ready to put more. I'm probably just going to populate the rest of this with electronics. I'm not quite ready to do that yet, although I do think it's safe to say if I do that, everything should still be powered, and I've got all that real estate back. There we go. So we can see up here, we're 8 out of 25 on solar panels, so we're almost done with solar panels. I say almost done. We're not anywhere close to being done. Once this hits probably 375, I'll populate the rest of these with electronics. Because now we've got 4 active spaceports going. Just everybody's moving in. Actually, let's speed this up a little bit. Yep, we've got shortages going here. So electronics. We'll start moving more electronics buildings in. Perfect. And then hopefully none of these are carrying iron. Why are none of these carrying iron? Could have some of these for iron. Oh, I bet you those are all iron trucks, aren't they? Yep, because that's running. Yeah, this is the storage. So if you see that, the input is actually outpacing the output, which is a good problem to have. So let's say, drag the mouse cursor between districts to create an export rule. So have I just done this wrong? Where I'm supposed to drag. Oh, I think I see what I'm supposed to do. Let's try this. Yep, so that's how it's done. So let's go back and do this the way we're supposed to. Sand to here. Concrete to there. Bet you that's how it's done. Oh, you know what? There's copper right here. I didn't have to go all the way up here for copper. Whoops. So now we're doing pretty good. We've got 413 out of 446. I like it. Alrighty. Hey, solar panels is now a thing. So let's actually look into that. How much square footage does this take up? You know, it doesn't actually take up that much space. Let's see how that looks. All right, so I've built 4. What does this network look like? Oh, we're banging it out. So what happens if I take out this wind farm, just this one? Because this is what I really want to do. This area here doesn't seem to be in that of a sunny spot, so I actually do want to keep these as winds. But anywhere that's super sunny, and see like that one, I'll probably keep that wind turbine. But anything down here, I think I need to convert to solar. We're getting close to fully stocked. So I think I'm just going to turn production up on everything. Now, what is going on here? Outgoing storage is full. Why? Because of the district? Okay. I don't know enough about districts. I just need to erase all the districts. Just get it out. I don't know anything about anything. Just get rid of all the districts. We'll explore that when we have a better idea of what's going on. See, look, I didn't need to be doing all that. Am I still fast? I'm still fast forwarding. Power network 4. Oh, that's no good. So we're still well above above what we need to be. So let's go ahead and take out all of these wind turbines. And now we'll replace it with fully solar. And it is very resource heavy. But honestly, if you just look at it, no power. There we go. So again, the power network requirements when you have solar is like nothing. So now what we can do is go back into here. Right, and we'll kind of do this. Now, see, we only needed 32. We're already making 100 just with 2 solar panels. It's crazy. Let's do concrete roads. I feel like these are technically gravel. I feel like they are due an upgrade. All right, so once again, we have pylons that aren't networking, and I don't know why. It's kind of bothering me. It's almost like the game says, hey, when you do new sources of power, you need to build a whole new network. That's fine. Oop. But you see, like, it's the weirdest thing. It wants to hook up to the... Honestly, you just want to rebuild it. Like, honestly, if that's the drawback... If the problem is the pylons and that they don't want to connect, then let's just kill it all. Alright, so this problem is they have nothing to export to. This problem is they have nothing to import from. Which again, that's fine. Everything is coming grinding to a halt, but it's temporary. Alright, so first things first, let's get power to the people. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm trying to be as least intrusive as possible. So since these are getting powered up like that, I don't want a bunch of gaudy lines here. So we'll continue down this street. I don't like that. Oh, I need to pick up the pace. Guess I'm getting gaudy lines after all. Alright, and now we need power out here. For science! So we'll put one pylon here. And one pylon here. A little bit cleaner. Not too much worse. We are down to 336 because I let all the things get downgraded. Whoops. Alright, need more sand. I think I already knew that. How are we doing on sand? Yeah. So not the greatest, but we have plenty of room to expand on sand. Alright, so these have no power now. I get it. So that should help in sand production. Home appliances definitely need a boost. But before we do that, let's put some more solar panels out here. Yes, yes, collision. Oop. I went too far. There we go. So now that's doing fine. Home appliances needs a boost, which is fine because we have this entire row for home appliances. There we go. Now let's expand. Ooh, I think we overwhelmed our electronics. So we can actually put some light here. I feel like that wouldn't be too rough. All right. Did we not research? Oh, we researched concrete roads. Let's research one-way roads, make sure we don't need that as a prerequisite. It doesn't look like we need it as a prerequisite, but you never know. Oh, there's another fleet of iron. Look at all the science. It would appear that we're not getting enough blue science. So let's do this. Let's extend their road out. Get rid of this for a second. And let's build some more blue science. See, there's no way that's 180 degrees. Okay, and we'll stretch another pylon down here. Why are you doing that? Weird. Uh-oh. Well, whose fault is that? Oh, here we go. So I like the idea of one-way roads right now. Can I, so yeah, replace road. Oh, I need this to go the other way. Hmm. All right. There we go. Now, because this is a one-way road, nothing will come that way. Oh, I don't like that every time I replace the road, everything on it disappears. That's no bueno. We'll just have to suck it up. But I think the higher quality road you have, the faster stuff can travel on it. So even if we're losing stuff in the short term, long term, we're actually gaining, because stuff will be able to have easier time in traffic. Hey, our city leveled up. Alright. Let's get the rest of this upgraded. The good thing about this too is, let me rotate. Good thing about this too is, again, short term, we are losing out on everything the trucks are holding. But for resources like the copper that have to come such a long way, because they can go faster, stuff will get here sooner. So I am trying to build this as quick as I can so that I'm not deleting all of our resources. But yeah, all of this, I know this is because got rid of so much of it. But see, look at the space. So like here, there's just a little space, but here there's a lot more space. And that's because we're going to give this its own private road. There we go. And I'll actually do this. Make this a circle. Give it multiple points of egress. Oop. Alrighty. Yep, all this ran out of copper because I deleted it all accidentally. Fret not, the copper is coming. %75 efficiency isn't bad. Takes 32 seconds to make some. And then we've got, this is how much we've got currently waiting to be converted. Takes 32 seconds to convert at 75% efficiency. So once we start beefing up the home appliances, some of these should start upgrading to some uh, really nice places. Now I want you guys to watch this, because see, a lot of this has like science built up. So when we pick some research, let's go ahead and do our improved wind turbines. You're just going to see like a bunch of trucks just dump out. Look at that. Yep, that's my bad. Definitely want to keep doing research as often as possible. Why have you not... For some reason, this boy's not getting enough survival food. And that to me is a problem. Hey, there we go. So let's just keep this going. Motors. 4-lane roads. I think we really need to concentrate on transit. Oh yeah, I was about to say blue science has just a lot going on. I should actually probably turn them down a little bit. We'll have them operate in low yellow. Just stupid. This is working at 116% efficient because it's in the proximity of blue science and it's fully staffed. Oh, there goes all the copper for the electronics. So that being said, I do want to extend this. Again, the goal is just to keep everything going. That's easily manipulated. Perfect. All right. So let's do this. Right. Let's do this. Let's build more. What are we really in dire need of? Nothing's really being underproduced. No, survival food's being underproduced. So let's do that. Let's build some more survival food. Barns, whatever you want to call them. What are those under? There we are. Got a lot of cool stuff in here. Dig in here. Actually, can I pull this out any? Barely. Pull that on the other side, though. Boom, 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 boom. And that pylon's fine where it is. So now we play the old game of, oop, that's the wrong button. I don't want a driveway there. Stop it. There we go. Just to set up the dimensions. Is that only 5? No. Okay, so we'll move these down. Boom. And then instead of building a full array of 4-lane roads, instead of doing the full array of oxygen suppliers, I'll just do one. And that way I can do another. Okay, so to build it from over here. It's not what I wanted to do at all. All right, so short term looks like I have to deal with this. See how far I can go. Oh, that's not good at all. I don't like this in the least. I'm getting obsessive, and I need to not. It's fine. So again, we want more oxygen, more power, more... Speaking of more power. we go. Oh, this is network 2. Well, hell. I can solve that. All right. So let's research, where are substations? Let's research substations now. Hmm. $36 for... Oof. It's a lot of time to be waiting on. But you did unlock these. We'll worry about the collision later. So I want this to be a main thoroughfare. And I want this to be a main thoroughfare. I think the reason that it deletes everything on there is so it doesn't have to recalculate speeds. So look at this. Look at that speed. And you got 2 extra lanes. I'm not going to make this a 4-lane because that's ludicrous. There's only, one thing coming out of here. Where it makes the most sense is here. And that would be somebody in the neighborhood deciding today is a good day to drag race. Speaking of which, what time is it? Oh, 9:36. Almost 2 hours. Probably 2 hours exactly after you calculate how late I was on stream. Okay, looks like we've got upgraded. I'm going to build another, what you call it, oxygen thingy. And then I'm going to back a new do up to it. And actually, I'm just going to back this road up. That's nice. Yep, nope. Let's actually look at substations. What do they do? So in this case, all the pylons. So let's do it for this network. I don't think we need to do it for these per se. Once again, we're turning the world on its head. But just... It's the end of the world. So what we'll do is we'll put a substation right here. Then we'll put a substation right here. That should take care of everybody's power needs. Whoops. Collision. That should take care of all the power needs while we kill off all these pylons. All right, so now let's take advantage of the real estate. All right. Yep, I like that a lot. Substations are exactly as good as they sound. Oh, and would you look at that? We've outpaced our jobs, which means we can put in some more jobs. First of all, that means we can turn that up. So electronics and iron, it's a boost. So since we got all this real estate back, let's bump in our electronics. All right, we'll stop there. And now, since we have these, we only have 18 jobs left. So let's take advantage of this iron right here. Since we already have this as an established 4-lane road. All the mines right here. And we know we can operate on a bit of a deficit. So even though we're adding more jobs, we're outpacing our population again. I'm not that worried about it. We don't need to be replacing road. There we go. Make it a nice little merge. And then, since we're out in the sticks, we still rely on good old wind energy. There we go. And then because I'm such a fun guy, I can actually there we go. Oh, I see. I was like, why is this not? Because this is the way. I don't think anything will come back here, but I'm leaving it open just in case it does. All right, and we've only outpaced our population by 7. And because we have all of these, see, that one's not even completely full. That one's not even completely full. So we've got a lot of room to maneuver. I'm actually going to take back the real estate that I lost here and make more survival food. There we go. So yeah, I actually want to build another spaceport. I feel like that is the proper thing to do. We got 2 new spaceports. And we'll put another one-way road here. Oh, we're doing so good. Oh, wait. We're not doing good. I'm dumb. The exit of the spaceport was not facing the road. More iron. All right, so face this way. Again, I'm just being obsessive. How many jobs does this take? 4. So we can add 2 more home appliance stores. And everything falls under the substation where all the line is buried underground. And I think for habitable spots, that is the best thing. Actually, so my brain is just thinking of everything in the world to change. I'm aware that there's collision. Just give me a second. Move all this up. There we go. Because now what I want to do, since we've got commercial stuff over here, I want to make this a main thoroughfare as well. Blah. Hmm. Again, that's why buying back as much real estate as you can is super important. There we go. Opens that up for me to connect these two. Oop, and we are 8. We have, 8 people more than our jobs, or 4 people more. There we go. Everybody is employed. Yay, more employment. Switch these around. I bet not. I bet it all depends on what this is. It says storehouse though. Oh, so it's just a storehouse for construction materials. Gotcha. Which that's okay because in terms of this one, it works. And in terms of this one, it works because it's concrete and steel. But it doesn't hurt to have them kind of spread out like we do because that way, as we expand, we'll be able to do more with that. Iron production is good. Don't know why some places are showing shortages. Unless it's just a timing thing. I wonder if it would behoove me to start another round of habitats. Or if I should just wait for these to develop the right amount of home appliances. Because if we do these in order, this one should be almost there. Although it is hard to say. Because we are producing 2 every 36 seconds for all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So every 36 seconds we are producing 30. Which in my book should be better than this is. And see, even at this one, producing at 108% efficiency, home appliances seems to be very slow going. Sure. Oh! Fulfill the additional needs to upgrade. So we're looking at computers and parks. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So we need to do more research. So I need aluminum mining to unlock computers and large buildings to unlock parks. So let's go ahead and dump that. I'm sure there's a bunch of blue science that wants to get. Yeah. In fact, I probably need to... Let's do this. Let's dump, because we know we're overproduced on blue science. But let's pert another research facility right here. That way we can accumulate more science. See, now all these blue sciences are like, we have options. That's right, Billy, you have options. In fact, let's just go ahead and cut these two as well. Put a research place right here. Yep, it's collision, I know. But now I can kind of scoot these back a little bit. There we So we can put one more blue science on this road. Populate that with green science. I do think this is a little too close. And this way we can populate with more green science. Look at this volume. I love it. And yeah, we kind of bit our doing this. But we can now over science. You know what we should do? Now that I'm thinking about it, let's do it this way. Let's put this research platform here. That way everything's not trying to go down the same road to get to it. And then we'll put another blue science here. Look at this though. We've got trucks going everywhere. Running on a deficit of 20 people, which is excellent. What is this? Oh, aluminum mining. We'll probably need that for computers. Let's see if we have an aluminum vein anywhere close. Oh, right there. Right there. Excellente. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and preempt by building a main thoroughfare. And let's see, can we hook it in here? Actually, I don't want that to be. That's terrible. I'll replace that. There we go. There we go. That way that lane will merge. And if need be, this lane can go that way. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. But now we at least have that set up to where when we are ready, can take advantage of this. Done. Large buildings for parks is next. Alrighty. Is there anything else that's pressing right now? Let's at least take a look at the computers. Microchip factory. And then computer factory. So what is that? Is that aluminum? I can't tell. However, what did microchips need again? Sand and electronics. Makes sense. Sand is silicate. So probably the best place for the microchip factories to go would be here. So let's do this. Let's go one more round of these. And by these, I mean habitats. Right? One more round of habitats. Two. We're just going to have to freehand it. 3, 5, 6. Fair. Out to here. Main thoroughfare. Out to here, and kind of knew that was going to happen. Let's wiggle this. Well, before we do that, okay, these. It's going to make me mad later. I don't like this. There we go. Better. Okay, now we're connecting the main thoroughfare again. Not sure what's happening here. Hopefully that'll go away when it upgrades. So let's look into parks. Parks just create whatever and take up 4 jobs. That's cool. We did just a bunch of things. So we should be outpacing our jobs here in a second. And if it turns out we need more oxygen, we'll just make more oxygen and that'll be it. But I definitely think we need computers and things like that first. So we'll need microchip factories. How much does this make again? It makes 1 microchip. So we will need several of these. Actually, let's just line the whole rest of the thing with them. Sand should be producing just fine. Oop, and these have already upgraded. Where are we hurting? We're hurting in electronics. Iron is crazy. Let's pull iron down for a while. Oxygen's doing pretty crazy right now. Oxygen's weird. Like, literally, you can pull it all the way down to 0 and it still does fine. Nuts. And then carbon dioxide's probably the same way. Yep, it hits about there. So that'll give us a little bit of breathing room too. Trying to see if there's anything else that's doing extremely well. Copper's not doing too bad. See, now all of a sudden microchips are doing great. Yep. It's just really electronics that aren't doing too hot. Yep, I need microchips. You need aluminum, sir. So let's get this started. We'll get these mines set up and then we'll call it a day. That seems a little extreme. There we go. And then we'll need a couple wind turbines. All right, so those are producing. Oop. 63% efficiency. That's weird, despite it being fully staffed. Not enough power. Okay, so that's a simple enough solution. There we go. 100% salute. Efficient. And then about our electronics. Probably just need to expand. The problem is, once again, it has nothing to do with whether or not uh, has nothing to do with whether or not we can afford it. We can definitely afford it. The problem exists that we don't have enough people to fuel it. So actually going to do this. There we go. That's about to be a little bit nuts. In the meanwhile, let's do highways is a good one. My only thing about large mines is I don't actually know. Can I look at the stats of a large mine? Yeah, it takes way more people to run a large mine than a small mine, which is kind of like duh. But with that being said, okay, I need to beef up copper a little bit. There we go. Science, again, I'm not worried about it. Oxygen and carbon dioxide, I'm not worried about. Let's kill everybody out of there. Kind of the whole city is contributing to that, so. Why is this only running? Oh, because it's only half staffed. Got it. And again, it's kind of a catch-22, right? Because in order to get better habitats, I need, let's click on that. I need computers and parks. Well, in order to get computers and parks, I need, it just kind of goes on and on and on. I haven't even thought about where I'm going to put a park. I mean, honestly, I could take up the rest of this row, but I don't know if that's a good idea either. Hey, we've unlocked highways. We can unlock trains. I don't know what that will do for us. Again, we're just kind of if you look at this, we're just kind of dumping research out right now. We got more research than we know what to do with. It's just export it, max exodus. Suppose if I wanted to, I could just stop researching for a while, because nothing needs it. Alright, fine, I'll leave you. Just bare minimum research. what that does. Can I bring this up? Yes. Can I bring this up? Not without sacrificing elsewhere. That's fine though. Home appliances. All right. So really it is kind of our research putting us over a barrel. Good news is if you look at our construction materials, we just never run out of construction materials. Ooh, highways. I think I will do that. I'm going to replace this stretch with a highway. Short-term pain. Oh, interesting. Good to know. So you can't. Interesting. Okay. That's incredible. Oh, I need to start thinking about parks. Let's back down the concrete workers. Actually, the concrete workers aren't the problem. We have 140 people in electronics that we probably don't need. There we go. Balances out a little bit better. But yeah, these are already full. Good news is, once we hit the upgrade, these should, I don't know if they go up to 24 or what the next tier is, but shouldn't have to wait too long. I'm intrigued because we're still having people land. It's weird. This highway thing I need to look into more, though, because you can't build buildings alongside it. Which, if I want to turn all this into a highway, severely limits my ability to do. So, like, all these electronics, they'd have to be gone. All this food would have to be gone. All of these buildings would have to be gone. But what can I do with road? Okay. I can do that with road. Let's try something real quick. Let's back this up. Oh, pardon me. I'm only dying a little bit. All right, so let's raise this up. Let's actually do this. There we go. I don't like that. We'll probably end up putting a substation out here anyway. No, let's back that up. Whoa. Maybe it's just a highway can't go back onto itself. There we go. Of course it can. Now, the reason why I wanted to do all that was so I could do this. Take normal road. Hmm. Well, it's not the most civil engineer job ever, but it does get a lot of traffic off of here. I feel like this should be a one-way highway. There we go. And that should help traffic a little bit better. I don't like that in a residential area. I think, yeah. Probably need one. Look at these. We've already got some residential buildings coming up. About 100 people shy of where we need to be. Is everybody upgraded? No. Hey, we've got our train stuff now. I wonder. If I did this. Right? And then replace all of these. see how long it takes for those to become cool things. Whoops. That's fine. I want to replace this anyway. Hmm. I do like how quickly everything is upgrading. Where is this boy going? Is he stopping off at the Science Center? Nope. Hmm. Well, as much fun as that was to watch. Whoops. Dang it. All right. All right. I actually probably need to make that a main thoroughfare. All right, so I think we need more sand miners. Oh, these are copper miners. I'm like, what's going on? Sulfur sand miners. There we go. Okay, so blue science needs help and computers need help. Well, the computers, that's not a problem. All I gotta do is this. Yep, that's what I thought. Time to add another layer of power. Hmm. Okay. Looks like we need to build a bigger park. Or at least another park. Actually, let's put some parks on this side so everybody doesn't have to drive so far to get to them. Not too bad. Parks don't add that many jobs. Now, if I really wanted to be that guy, what I would do is make this all one way. This is logistic brain coming out. Nope. And then what you do is take something from back here. Yeah. Can I slide this node up a bit? Yeah, there we go. That way, what you end up doing here is you control the flow of traffic where nobody's fighting anymore, right? You know, you got blue science needs to go to green science, boom. And if you just happen to be on this part, man, you got to go around. That's all right. But then you're free to come in here. Green science is free to come in here. And all the raw materials come in this way. This is probably the only district I can do this with, besides like the spaceports. Only thing I need to change is this. I need to stretch this around. Do it like that. That way the only thing coming down here is blue science to feed green science. All the raw materials will need to come around. Unless they're going to blue science. Yeah. I'm loving it. I actually do enjoy knowing how much these put out or how much this can sustain. Because now that I know I don't need that many, when it comes time to... Ooh, we got a motor factory. Don't know what we're going to do with that yet. I'm assuming one of these three needs motors. I will say this can be... We can definitely replace this with a highway. Ooh, super highway. That'll be fun. Do we get large mines? Okay. So the last thing I want to do is I want to do an experiment. I'm going to get rid of this sand mine right here and see what the difference is. So we know the key difference is it takes more people to staff it. So this makes one every 6 seconds when fully staffed. This makes one every 12 seconds. So this is doing the work of 6 people with 5 people. So it looks like large mines are definitely worth it. So let's put large mines where it matters. Right now this is our only aluminum deposit that we're taking advantage of. So 15 small mines is what we had. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, city level. All right, so 9 is the limit here, which is fine because we're doing 1 every 5.4 versus, oops, 1 every 10.8. So again, we're doubling up. So this is actually doing 18 mine's worth versus 15. So again, in here, should be getting a good bit of this back in return. One. This one we may have to get fancy with. Actually, I'm going to have to clear out the pylons because I bet you I'm going to need the extra reach. So if it ends up I need a substation, then I need a substation. Two, three, can't even see these hit boxes. 4, 5. Can I get 6? I'm sure I can get 6 if I just finagle this one. Alright, so this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to start all over. Get rid of all this in the back. Because I think it's the road. I think the road is the limiting factor here. Okay. So we're going to put these way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I think I can weasel a 10th one here somehow, some way. Can I put it right here? 10. Perfect. Alright, so let's get rid of the stuff we really don't need. I'm putting this one in. Trying to find the hitbox. There we go. All right, so we got a substation. Just for good measure, stick one right here. Give us some overlap. Now, there we go. This will probably be next. Actually, this will probably be next. Because see, we're eliminating jobs, which means we have more play. Ooh. Let's go here. Definitely need to unlock the yellow science, which I don't know where that is. Where is yellow science? Oh, here it is. So for that, I gotta unlock, I'm assuming these two, or at least this one. Copper's in high demand. All right. I think that's a place to save. We're going to call this Stream City. Yay. All right, so that's done. And we're going to call it I am tired as all get out and definitely lost track of time. So we're going to call it. This was kind of just an experimental stream, so I don't know if I'll be doing this all the time. Goodness, it is 11:30. Yeah, I don't know if this will make it up on YouTube either. We'll see what the VOD looks like when I download it. So it might not. Don't know if it's very interesting anyway, but we'll see. So guys, have a great time. Have a great night. If you happen to make it all the way through this video, I apologize. But it was fun hanging out with you guys, and I look forward to talking to you guys next time. But for now, I will end as I always do. Be happy and be healthy. But above all else, stay safe. Catch you guys next time. All right. Bye.